You're watching Longshot TV, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, the last trailer hitch you'll ever need. The guys of Longshot TV spend all of their spring and summer seasons on the water chasing after the thrill of the next big catch.
Got him on, got him on. Let him go, let him go. Come on, there you go, got him on.
We got a nice tiger shark on right here.
Go, turn!
But when the winds change and the temperatures start to cool, buck fever sets in, and the crew heads to the woods to go after mature whitetail deer.
Yes!
Wait, there he is. Big buck, big buck.
This is what hunting's all about, guys.
Shaking just a little bit.
This is why I lost sleep last night. Absolute stud.
Dude! We just killed a freaking stud. I'm on pins and needles up here. You never know what's gonna show up.
I mean, I could not be happier.
I'm excited.
Every fall, millions of outdoorsmen make their way to the woods in hopes of harvesting mature whitetail. But experienced hunters know that patterning one of these old monarchs can be extremely challenging.
As you know, it's not easy patterning any big whitetail buck, but old Big Brow, he was definitely unpredictable on where he was going to go or what he was going to do. We had two different farms we had trail cam pictures of him on. They were actually about 2.5 miles away. And Big Brow would show up on this farm for a week or so, and I'd get pictures of him. All of a sudden, you know, I'd hunt there and stuff, and then he'd disappear, and wouldn't see him for a while. He'd been on another farm. I'd get pictures.
Hey guys, it's October 20th. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a little later than I like getting in here. Anyway, we barely got set up here, and we had some does underneath the tree feeding. We got some really nice bucks working this farm right here on these edges. Got some nice trail cam pictures, so we're gonna sit tight and let's see what happens.
So I'm putting my time in here on this particular stand. I'm seeing some does cruise by the tree stand, fairly close, within 20 yards, easy shooting range. I'm just hoping and praying they'll drag a real nice shooter buck by, hopefully Big Brow. So as I'm sitting there and it's getting later in the afternoon, I hear some movement. It's real thick where I'm actually sitting at. I'm on the edge of a big old CRP field, and I'm sitting in the corner of some real thick woods that's really thick and deep, goes a long ways. It was just so thick, and getting late in the evening, I couldn't pick up no movement at all. So a few minutes went by, and all of a sudden I caught a movement, and it was definitely a pretty nice buck. It was real late then, it was hard to make him out, but he looked like a 2.5 to 3-year-old buck of, you know, really nice young buck. So as he's walking out, he comes within about 20 or 25 yards of the tree. I definitely had a shot opportunity on this deer, but he just wasn't the right one.
With his heart set on taking Big Brow, Wade lets this deer pass in hopes that tomorrow he'll finally get his shot. The second evening hunt for Big Brow is starting out promising. The temperatures have dropped, and that has got these deer up and moving. With several sightings of Big Brow on 2 different properties, Wade is hoping he's picked the right stand, and Big Brow steps into bow range. However, just as the guys were getting ready to call it a day, they spot a great buck across the field. It's not Big Brow, but this old bruiser has Wade tempted to let an arrow fly.
Oh yeah, he's a shooter. You'll run him past right here.
I had it in my heart. I was wanting to try to get an opportunity to shoot Big Brow. I mean, the deer just meant a lot to me, just a relationship with him over the years. But this deer was definitely one I wasn't going to turn down. He was probably a 160-inch 10-pointer. He was every bit of that wide. Just a really nice deer.
With daylight fading fast and well over 200 yards of open field between them, tonight just isn't the night to take this 10-pointer. It looks like the quest for Big Brow will continue another day. To To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web.
Built for the guy who has everything and needs to tow it. The Tow and Stow is equipped with multiple ball sizes and adjusts in 1-inch increments to the height of your trailer for level towing. Best of all, it stows when you aren't using it, away from your shins and garage door. Machined from American steel, with a 2-stage finish, the Tow and Stow is the last hitch you'll ever need.
My claim to fame is fresh and local seafood. A grouper sandwich or a grouper dinner, you can't beat it. This is what we use in our restaurant, and this is what has made us famous. Whether it's grouper or fresh catch of the day, we'll prepare it the way you want, whether a sandwich or dinner or blackened or grilled or fried.
All right, you guys have a crab leg special over here, 3 pounds.
It's usually 1 to 2 day old fish. Weight is packed out on a Longshot charter fishing boat and comes right into crab catchers, as fresh as can be.
Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises is the largest and finest fleet in the Myrtle Beach area. Voyager offers dolphin cruises, half-day charters, Gulfstream charters, and even private sport fishing charters. Whether you're a local or visiting the Myrtle Beach area, fishing with Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises is a must. Book your trip online at supervoyagerdeepseafishing.com or come see us at Dock Holidays Marina in North Myrtle Beach.
Tillman Insurance is one of the oldest, most reliable insurance agencies on the Grand Strand.
We have been with Tillman Insurance for over 50 years. Tillman Insurance was always there to take care of us with terrific service.
Homeowners, auto, business coverage, and financial services. Committed to offering quality service for over 67 years. For more information on how Tillman Insurance can meet your personal and business needs, contact us or visit our office at 905 2nd Avenue North, North Myrtle Beach.
Longshot TV, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, is brought to you in part by Tillman Insurance, Livingston's Cleaning and Restoration, Yellowfin, build your legacy, Southeast Farm Equipment, The Shack, Atlantic Heating and Cooling, Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises, and Chris's Pizza and Pub in Little River, and Main Slice in North Myrtle Beach.
Seeing lots of deer activity over the past couple of days has Wade feeling hopeful that Big Brow will eventually make an appearance. However, Wade isn't the only one after a big Ohio buck. Adam is eager to get on stand and try to harvest one of these mature Ohio bruisers.
I get a call from Wade. He's got a spot open up there at Tall Tine and invites me up, and he says he's got a bunch of nice deer located. You know, they've got them on camera. They're seeing them right regular. And the first day we hunt on this ridge. There's a creek bottom down through there, and we're on a ridge, and then there's a ridge on the other side of the creek, and the deer absolutely funnel right through there. That first morning had a probably, I don't know, maybe a 130 buck come 20 yards from the stand, and we didn't catch him on the other ridge, but once he got in that creek bottom and started working up towards us, we got the camera on him, got our eyes on him, and you know, he's just cruising through there nice and easy, and as he passes by, you know, I know this being the first day, I'm not going to draw back on this deer.
We've seen one 8-point come down this ridge, across the creek, and up this other side earlier this morning. Not seeing anything else. We had planned to go out to the back of this CRP field that's probably, I don't know, 500 yards away. Wade said there's been a couple of shooter bucks seen there the last couple of evenings.
After seeing minimal deer activity the first morning, Adam decides to switch hunting locations for that afternoon's sit. Not long into the hunt, the guys spot a monster buck 200 yards across the field. But he doesn't seem interested in making his way in so Adam can get a shot. All the guys can do is watch him make his way across the field and hope that another good buck will step into bow range.
Pretty much stayed at a distance about 200 yards the whole time. There were 4 doe with him, and we got a real good look at him. He's definitely over 150, heavy rack.
Right before dark, we still have good camera light off to our right. Another big buck pops out. Pretty much all we're doing is catching little glimpses of him. You know, he's not acting like he's coming into the field, but we do get our eyes on him a couple of times, and he is really wide, got some really heavy beams. First day, 2 shooter bucks, we're tickled to death.
The next morning, Adam sets up in a ground blind not far from where he hunted on the first day. With thick bedding areas to provide lots of cover, Adam is hoping this is where Big Brow has been hiding. But after sitting a couple of mornings, he's only seen one small 8-point. In the evenings, the deer have been moving across the fields. So as a last-ditch effort to track down Big Brow, the guys climb back in the stand, praying this elusive buck shows up.
You know, I know my time is ticking down here in Ohio. I started the week out real strong, you know, see some nice bucks and out in this field, and the evening hunts have definitely been a lot better. You know, I hate moving a lot, but, you know, I'm just pretty much following what I'm seeing, and these deer are flowing right through this drainage area. We get a lot of deer movement coming across and get some right up underneath us, but Big Brow doesn't show up. You know, it's been an awesome time here in Ohio, but it's back in Wade's hands now. Let's see if, you know, him or one of the other guys can get a shot at Big Brow, because he's out there and he's a nice one. He'd be a nice one to take.
As the season slowly slips by, Wade has been putting in a lot of hours on stand, observing the deer movements, and has narrowed down the search for Big Brow to a thicket where the deer have been bedding up.
I just got settled back in a ground blind here this morning. It looks like it's a perfect morning as far as the weather. We got a heavy frost on the ground and no wind whatsoever, so it should be a really good morning. Let's hope we can get the big boy to come out that thicket and show himself.
So it's a really quiet morning, as it's starting to break day, you know, the woods comes alive. You can start hearing all the little birds chirping, and just seems like a great day. I could just feel something good was going to happen today here. I have a big old doe and a yearling come out, and they're just kind of feeding around in front of me for a little while. And it seems like 15, 20 minutes pass by, and all of a sudden her ears cocked up, look real alert, like she saw something or something spooked her for a second. And she was looking real hard in the woods, and I started looking that way. I was like, man, maybe there's another deer, or something coming out. And I stretched my neck, kind of look out the window to see a little bit. Only thing I see is a big set of antlers.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web.
Our favorite memories come from days spent on the water with family and friends. And since 1998, Yellowfin has been committed to helping families do just that. Spend more time together boating and fishing. To make these days more memorable, Yellowfin builds the highest quality boats in sizes from 17 to 42 feet with legendary attention to detail and designs that give you the ultimate in style and performance. Owning a Yellowfin makes a statement, signaling to the world that you'll accept only the very best.
If you've been in an accident, let the experienced team at WWPEM Attorneys at Law work for you. With more than 250 years in combined legal experience, our 14-lawyer legal team stands ready to help you. WWPEM Attorneys regularly help clients in matters involving accidents, workers' compensation, business transactions, criminal defense, divorce and family law matters, estate planning, and real estate transactions. Serving clients in North and South Carolina. Look us up on the web or even call us 24 hours a day. WWPEM Attorneys at Law, here to help you in your time of need.
It's so hot, our AC went down. But who to call in this beach town? That cool mascot, but what's the name? What would the penguin say? Atlantic heating and cooling, Atlantic heating and cooling. That's what the penguin says!
Call now for amazing Carrier lease purchase financing. No credit check needed. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Atlantic Heating and Cooling. Be cool, y'all. How would you like to increase the life efficiency of your possessions by up to 85%? Infinigard was formulated to stand the most corrosive environments and can be applied to AC units, boat trailers, and just about anything you need protected. Apply Infinigard and ECT 1310 to your marine products for increased fuel efficiency, increased speed, and reduce your maintenance. With Infinity Coatings, get 3-year protection inside and out. Call Infinity Corrosion Coating Services at 843-458-2234 and say goodbye to waxing.
Blanton Building Supplies. Hometown service and hometown dependability. That's what you get when you shop Blanton Building Supplies, with 3 locations serving you in Loris, Little River, and Marion.
I'm Frankie Blanton with Blanton Supplies. We try to furnish about anything a person needs to build a house.
If you're building, remodeling, or just doing a little maintenance, shop Blanton Building Supplies for GAF Timberline shingles, lumber, sheetrock, hardware, plumbing, and electrical. Treating customers the way they deserve to be treated. That's the Blanton way.
Now, back to Longshot TV. Brought to you in part by Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises.
The countless hours spent in the woods searching for Big Brow has paid off, and this monster buck is finally making his way towards the ground blind.
I realized real quick it was Big Brow. There was no mistaking this deer. He was definitely the one I was after. Man, my heart goes to pounding. I'm like, man, this is almost too good to be true. You can prepare yourself and see trail cam pictures and just put all the time in the world, and you seem like you're ready, but when it actually happens and you know that's the deer I'm put all this time in day after day, I mean, my heart was just pounding and racing. I was like, oh God, what do I do now? Get the camera, get the bow. I got the second angle camera turned on. I got the big camera on him. I got my bow, wanted to make sure the arrow was locked and loaded. I checked out like 2 or 3 times. Just didn't want nothing to go wrong. So as this deer's coming, you know, he's steady coming. Oh man, he's gonna come right by me within, 15 to 20 yards. I mean, this is gonna happen, Wade. This is gonna happen. He acted a little alert and nervous, like, I don't know, was he acting that way because the does are right there, and the doe looked still nervous, like he was about ready to run her. It was the run. I didn't know what was about to happen, but he was definitely a little edgy. I got ready, I drew back, and he started to walk, and I was like, oh gosh. So I grunted and we went, Mer. He locked up and he was all alert. Mer. When I let the arrow go, it went right across the top of his back, and I had just a gut-wrenching feeling immediately, like, oh no, Wade, what have you done? You just blowed your opportunity at Big Brow. You've been hunting this deer all this time. Just went right out the window. He took off in the bushes, and the only thing I seen was horns going just like this, and just a sickening feeling. He was so close. When I picked the bow up and put it on him, I just saw a big blare of brown and about 5 pins on him. And instead, I should have took my single pin and zeroed in right behind the shoulder and let it go, and I would have had him here to tell the story and, show you guys, but I didn't follow through with my shot, and off he went. It was just a terrible feeling. I'm gonna keep hunting hard, put my time in, and hopefully this year I'll get another opportunity at another big buck, and hopefully it'll be Big Brow, but I don't know. He was pretty tough getting on the first time, so we'll just see what happens.
Every hunter knows the sting of a missed opportunity at harvesting a big, mature buck. But like any seasoned hunter, Wade wastes no time getting back in the woods in hopes Big Brow decides to give him a second chance.
So I finally got over Big Brow, realized I'm not gonna be able to kill a deer sitting in the cabin, so I just gotta stay in the woods and keep plugging away at it and hopefully get another crack at one.
Well, it's November 5th. I'm back in the ground blind again this morning, where I had the encounter with the big brow time buck that I missed. It's been a pretty slow morning. I just had my first deer come out. Like I said, it's around 10 o'clock, and other than that, we've had no action. So.
There is no shortage of good bucks on this property, but Wade, now more than ever, is on a quest to harvest Big Brow. It's going to take an exceptional deer to make him lose focus on the one that got away. To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web.
Introducing the new E-Series tractors from John Deere, the reliable, compact, and utility tractors that get more done from sun up to sundown at an affordable price, because nothing runs like a Deere. Stop in today to discover how easily you can get your own E-Series tractor, starting at just $99 per month on the 1023E.
Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment. Stop by our dealership today.
Are you ready for summer? Is your AC unit ready for summer? If not, call Cool Freeze Heating and Cooling 24 hours a day for speedy emergency service. Summer tune-up for only $69. New Amana system install $250 off. And renowned 10-year parts and labor warranty. Serving the coast of North and South Carolina, Cool Freeze provides quality workmanship and superior service with professional, dependable, and knowledgeable technicians. Bring on the summer. Call Cool Freeze today and feel the chill.
Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises is the largest and finest fleet in the Myrtle Beach area. Voyager offers dolphin cruises, half-day charters, Gulfstream charters, and even private sport fishing charters. Whether you're a local or visiting the Myrtle Beach area, fishing with Voyager Deep Sea Fishing and Dolphin Cruises is a must. Book your trip online at supervoyagerdeepseafishing.com or come see us at Dock Holidays Marina in North Myrtle Beach.
Have you ever wanted to be a healthier, fitter version of yourself? Join us at CrossFit Ocean Isle Beach and let our highly trained coaches help with your personal goals. Our coaches are equipped with the knowledge and experience needed to help you succeed. We offer classes for all ages and fitness levels, and all workouts can be scaled to meet your needs. Our community-based strength and conditioning programs have been proven globally to deliver unparalleled results. Call or look us up on the web today to improve your overall health and fitness. Locations include Ocean Isle Beach and Southport.
Longshot TV, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches, is brought to you in part by Cool Freeze Heating and Cooling, Bill Bellamy & Sons Incorporated, Crestcom Bank, Palmetto Painting and Pressure Washing, Infinity Corrosion Coating Services, CrossFit Ocean Isle Beach, Blanton Building Supplies, and A Backyard Creation, a full-service pool and spa company.
As the season pushes into January, Wade is still on the hunt for Big Brow. The temperatures have dropped, and a fresh blanket of snow fell overnight. Wade is hoping the change in the weather will get the big bucks moving, and he can get a second chance on Big Brow.
I had another ground blind set up with a camera on it, and what do you know, Big Brow showed back up, and another nice buck we call Wide Load. I saw this deer earlier in the season, late September, early October, and had several pictures of him then, and he kind of just fell off the map, and I hadn't seen him or got any other pictures of him until just now, but it's definitely a good sign. Probably about an hour into the hunt, I see a deer. I can't really get him on camera, but he's kind of off to the right of him. I couldn't tell, you know, what it was, a small buck or a doe, definitely. But it was off to my far right, and it was like standing right in the edge of the wood line. When I looked and seen it was a deer, and then it stepped out, it seemed like it came out just a little bit, and boom, I mean, a huge set of horns. This is definitely the deer, one of the deer I'm after on my hit list. This is Wide Load. There's no mistaking this deer. I'm just waiting for him to give me the opportunity to put this rage behind the shoulder. I just need a perfect broadside shot. This deer hung out forever. And I was sitting there with the bow like this right here, just ready and waiting. I mean, sweating bullets, worried about both cameras and making a good shot. All of a sudden, the deer turns to my left and opens that front shoulder up.
Yes. Yes. Guys. Holy cow.
I actually followed through, saw the arrow hit the deer, and I had immediately a good feeling. I knew I killed this deer.
I've been sick for the last week. I hadn't been able to get out of the house for the past 3 days. I've been so daggone sick. I finally decided to get out and give it a shot, and the deer I've been looking for finally showed up, and we put a nice shot on with the Matthews bow.
I mean, I was just happy as could be that it just happened. My season's over here in Ohio. I got a big buck down. I feel that strong about it.
Just thank the good Lord. Yes.
But I went ahead and called Adam. I was so excited. I could barely talk, and told him, hey, Adam, I got a wide load down.
Son, I got one for us. I got the big one, yeah. Nice blood all through here. Well, here. I'm gonna ease on out of here and go back to the lodge and get the other guys and come back, and let's see when we find this deer. I'm back here by myself, and it's a little tough to look for a deer, run a camera, and do it all, but
Y'all boys ready? Oh yeah.
We plugged the camera into the TV, watched the playback of the shot, and we all felt 100% confident that I killed the deer.
Dude, yeah.
I promise you. Got him.
Oh, he's smoked. He's smoked, man.
So me and the guys loaded up and drove to the farm, and
little meat right here, Roy. Fantastic. It's frozen.
Get run on through. It seemed like we probably went, I don't know, another 75 yards through this thicket. All of a sudden, up in front of me, I just saw a huge set of horns sticking up out of the snow.
Oh my God. Holy cow. Check this thing out. Holy cow, man. Foot of snow on the ground, highs in the teens. It don't get much better than this right here. We had several pictures of this deer earlier in the season, and just didn't present himself to get a crack at him, but this season he made a mistake, and here you go.
I was definitely heartbroken when I missed Big Brow, but I was over it, extremely excited. I mean, this was even a better deer, and I was just tickled to death. So it just goes to show you, if you miss a deer like that, and you get heartbroken and you feel like you've done something wrong, just stick it out, keep putting your time in, and I mean, it can happen for you. It happened to me, it can happen to anybody.
Do you have Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? If you have a fast internet package, your wireless router is most likely the bottleneck because it can't handle all the new devices in your home. We now have a solution to enhance your internet experience. ATMC Premium Wi-Fi improves performance and coverage issues in any size home. For only $7.95 a month, you'll get Wi-Fi service plus management and maintenance you can rely on. So transform your Wi-Fi dead zones into total home Wi-Fi coverage with ATMC Premium Wi-Fi.
ATMC Security is changing the way you connect with your home, making it safer, smarter, and more efficient. Now you can manage your home wherever you are with a single app. Lights, locks, thermostats, 24-hour security monitoring, and more, which means you always come back to a safe, comfortable home. Monitoring services start as low as $17.95 per month. Make your home a smart home with ATMC Security.
At ATMC, it's all about you. So when you build your own bundle at ATMC.com, you get exactly the services you want. like blazing fast internet with speeds up to 1 gigabit per second, more than 200 channels of digital cable, unlimited nationwide calling, plus the safest home on the block. At ATMC, you get faster speeds, more choices, and bigger savings because it's all about you. Build your bundle today with ATMC.